God bless all of you. And God bless this wonderful game that they call baseball. Thank you very much.
Well, it is a sad day in the Bronx. The flags are at half-mast. The passing of a Yankee great. Number 10 will be remembered forever. The memories of the scooter. Bob Lorenz with you on the Tri-State Ford pregame. The Yankees and their legion of fans tonight have heavy hearts as the organization and all of baseball are mourning the passing of Yankee great Phil Rizzuto. Earlier today, Rizzuto passed away at the age of 89. He'd been in declining health for quite some time. After 13 stellar years in pinstripes, Rizzuto immediately moved up to the Yankees broadcast booth, where he spent the next 40 years serving as one of baseball's signature voices. He became a pop culture icon along the way, and while the Scooters announcing job introduced him to generations of new fans, it was his playing career that finally earned him induction into the Hall of Fame in 1994. The Scooter was born on September 25, 1917. The Chicago White Sox were on their way to a World Series title, while America was steeped in trench warfare in Europe. Rizzuto grew up in Brooklyn and dreamed of playing ball for his hometown Dodgers. While the Dodgers didn't show any interest, Yankees manager Tom McCarthy believed in the 5'6" spark plug, and Rizzuto wound up playing in the Bronx. Rizzuto replaced the popular Frank Grissetti at shortstop in 1941, earning Rookie of the Year honors despite the initial lukewarm reception he received from veteran players. But his grit and glove impressed, and he quickly became the best defensive shortstop in the game.
Well, one year he made 11 errors. 6 of them were on throws. He missed 5 balls. A great leadoff man, and the double play was brilliant, just brilliant.
Well, he's kind of glue on the infield. He learned how to get rid of that ball like it never touched him. He hustled, never popped off. He was nice to you, but you could always tell in his eyes he wanted to kill you.
But only 2 years into a promising career, Rizzuto's path to stardom took a detour. In 1942, America was at war, and Rizzuto enlisted in the Navy. He bravely served his country until 1946. When he returned from war, Rizzuto needed a few seasons to get back to his pre-service form. By 1949, he finished third in the American League Most Valuable Player vote and helped the Yankees win the World Championship. The next season, there would be no more valuable player in the American League. In 1950, the Scooter hit .324 to go along with 200 hits. The Yankees captured another World Series and Rizzuto the American League MVP award. Rizzuto walked away from the game in 1956 and will be remembered as one of the greatest Yankees to ever put on the pinstripes. Well, in a statement released today, George Steinbrenner had this to say: "I guess heaven must have needed a shortstop." Phil Rizzuto's contributions to the Yankees and to the sport of baseball were immense for a period of over 50 years. He was one of the greatest Yankees of all time and a dear, close friend of mine, whose loss is enormous to me and to the entire Yankee family. He was a favorite of fans both as a player and later as a broadcaster. His voice and holy cow will be part of baseball for as long as we play the game. No one deserved his place in the Hall of Fame more than number 10. Our condolences to his wife Cora and to the rest of his family. And for more reaction on the passing of Phil Rizzuto, now let's go out to the stadium for the Clubhouse Report with Kim Jones. And Kim, it is a day tinged with sadness, but I have to think that there is a celebration of life going on there as well, because that's what Phil Rizzuto was all about. Great life, great energy, and a lot of times great humor as well.
You're right, Bob, about that. It is a sad day, though, here at Yankee Stadium, but a lot of people are also reflecting on their memories of Phil Rizzuto. He was, after all, the man who nicknamed Ron Guidry Louisiana Lightning. He was someone Don Mattingly always sought out at Old Timers Day, and more than anything, he was a man who always made everyone else smile. Earlier, Yogi Berra and Joe Torre shared their memories of Phil Rizzuto.
You know, we got little stories I could tell you when we used to fight. Where we played a lot of jokes on him, you know. On the train, Johnny Lindell used to put a lobster in his red bed, and he'd throw it away. And Pete Suter, when we threw the gloves on the field, he would put a mouse in his glove. And Phil would throw that, anything Phil saw with an insect, anything, he threw that glove up in the air so high. But we had a lot of fun on the trains. We played a lot of jokes and played the cards and everything. We had a lot of fun.
Did he say holy cow back then?
Yeah, he always did say that. He's always saying that. Heck, he still does that when I went to visit him. Holy cow, you know, that's the first thing. And I'm going to miss him.
the one memory I have, and he never let me forget it, we were playing in a golf tournament together, and I'm a high handicapper, and he was a pretty good golfer at the time, and they you know, put me from the front tees, so he kept telling me I was hitting from the ladies' tees. He never forgot that. He may have forgotten a lot of things, but he never forgot that. But he always was upbeat, and the one thing he used to say when he used to come here, where's Jeter? Where's Jeter? Because, you know, everything was last names, White and Seaver, and, you know, and that's just the way he did his broadcasting. But he was a very, very special man. And I remember the last time I saw him here at the stadium, and they introduced him, and he didn't walk out. He wanted to jog out, and that was pretty memorable.
Derek Jeter did indeed have a special relationship with Phil Rizzuto. Sure, some of it was shortstops to shortstop, but it also went deeper than that. Before batting practice, we caught up with the Yankees captain, and he reflected on the loss of Phil Rizzuto.
It's sad to say the least. You know, I had a real good relationship with Mr. Rizzuto ever since day one when I came up in 1995. I was 20 years old. He went out of his way to be real positive, always say encouraging words, and it's someone that I always remember.
It was very, very early in your career that he said, I see something in this kid. How much did that matter to you and mean to you?
I don't know what he saw, but yeah, it means a lot because, you know, I'm a Yankee fan. I know a lot about the history of the Yankees, and to have someone of his stature go out of their way pretty much to talk to me is something, like I said, I'll always remember and cherish.
Is it almost like he left two legacies, Derek, one on the field and then to so many of us who remember him more off the field and as a broadcaster?
No question. You know, I remember him more obviously as a broadcaster in the booth. You know, growing up watching Yankee games, he's the voice that I always listened to, and yeah, it goes without saying how great of a player he was. You know, he's in the Hall of Fame. More importantly, he's a Hall of Fame person. He's someone that I enjoyed getting to know throughout the years. He's someone I always look forward to seeing, especially in Old Timers Day. He'd go out of his way early in my career to come up to me because I was a little hesitant to go up to him, but after that, I'd always seek him out.
There are several ways the Yankees will remember and honor Phil Rizzuto tonight. There is a bouquet of flowers around the plaque with his retired number. The Yankees will also wear number 10 armbands tonight and for the rest of the season on their uniform jerseys. Flags here at the stadium are at half-staff. There will be a moment of silence, and Bob, there will be a video tribute that I'm sure will be touching.
All right, Kim, thanks, and we will see you again on the postgame. And by the way, after the post-game show tonight, spend an hour celebrating the life and legacy of Phil Rizzuto with a special Yankeeography dedicated to the one-of-a-kind scooter. The program will chronicle his early days growing up in Brooklyn and Queens, his Hall of Fame playing career, and his time as a beloved broadcaster. That's Yankeeography, Phil Rizzuto, later tonight after the post-game show. We're going to step aside for a quick moment. When we come back, we will continue celebrating the life of Phil Rizzuto. Stay with us. And we're back on the pregame as our celebration of Phil Rizzuto continues with a look at his illustrious career as a Yankee broadcaster. He spent 40 years in the booth, and through that time, the scooter presided over a host of memorable moments using a style all his own. In 1955, his baseball skills diminishing, Rizzuto began spending less time in the batting cages and more time in the radio booth. He retired from baseball 1 year later, and in 1957 joined the Yankees broadcasting team of Mel Allen and Red Barber. It was the beginning of one of the most memorable broadcasting careers in sports history.
Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow! He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant. Holy cow, Chris Chambliss on one swing. Unbelievable, what a finish. Hey, the ball game is over. Holy cow. And up the deck, home run for Oscar Gamble. And the Yankees win one of the most thrilling games of the year. Struck him out. Holy cow. Look at Guidry, even he was excited getting Brett out. What a play by Nettles! Holy cow! Unbelievable! Struck him out! Holy cow! Bouncer, hey, the Yankees win! A Baltimore chop to left field, and the Yankees
And thanks for coming back with us here on the pregame, where we continue our look back at the life of Phil Rizzuto now with some of the funniest moments he provided us with from the broadcast booth, whether he was talking about his golf game, his love for Italian cuisine, or any other topic. The Scooter always kept the atmosphere light.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill White. Wait a minute. Got him. Whoop. Holy cow. What? Who's umpiring up here? You're not supposed to do that.
Okay, I won't do it the next time.
Welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill. Wait a minute. But I'm looking at the cap. That's Bill White. I'm Phil Rizzuto. High fly, and while it's in the air, happy birthday to Daphne Lapizan. Hey, Mercer, will you hold this mic for just a minute?
Yeah,
see if his hair is a little too long tonight.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to give him a little trim. And a fly ball to left field. Hit well again. Ricky Henderson thinks there's 3 out. Ricky, there's only 2 out. Holy cow. Good thing I yelled, huh, White?
Yeah, I'm sure he heard you. The sad part is, how can you take an issue of a haircut and make it and blow it so much out of proportion and back in that?
Oh, deep to left center. Nobody's going to get that one. Holy cow, somebody got it. White. I can't believe that. Just 1 second, please. Caddy, can I have my putter?
There you go, Mr. Rizzuto. There you go.
Okay, listen, would you line this putt up for me and let me know how it breaks, please? Look at this. Now this. Uh-huh. Now this is the decoy right here. Now watch it. Uh-oh. Whoa! Right in the palm of the head. Time out. Time. We got him. We got him.
You got him. You got him.
Left to right.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try it.
Nice touch.
Oh, yes. Somebody's got to do the game, Holden.
Well, I'm concerned about the bee.
Well, I am. I got him. How do you like that? Holy cow. You should have taken a shot of that more.
He did.
Oh, you did?
Here's the award-winning cartoonist of the New York Daily News.
Well, there's the bridge again. I'm going. Listen, Mercer. Before it gets too foggy, I got to get over that bridge. I got to get over that bridge. All right, if he gets a strikeout, all right, you're safe. But if he gets a hit, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
And we're back on the pregame as our tribute to Phil Rizzuto continues. The Yankee great passed away earlier today at the age of 89. It was a long and nerve-wracking wait, but Rizzuto finally made it into the Hall of Fame in 1994 as a selection of the Veterans Committee. He delivered an emotional 38-minute speech that day that drew tears and cheers from the thousands of people in attendance. And as we wrap up this special edition of the pregame, let's enjoy together the day the Scooter became a Hall of Famer. By 1990, Rizzuto had entered his 6th decade in baseball. He had won 7 World Series. He had broadcasted another 12 World Series. But there was one thing missing, a cherished spot in the Hall of Fame. For decades, he waited. Finally, in 1994, at the age of 76, the Veterans Committee finally punched his ticket to Cooperstown. And for those in attendance, it was well worth the wait.
Baseball wives should get a medal every day for what they put up with when we're home and when we're on the road. And the groupies following us and or not me. Wait a minute, oh, no. A day without cannolis is like a day without sunshine. This is it. Oh, no, wait a minute, I forgot my whole career as an announcer. I don't want to start crying now. Everybody comes up here and cries. I know it's not too bad if you do cry, but, you know, all of you have been there for the most wonderful lifetime that one man can possibly have. And I just want to say, God bless all of you, and God bless this wonderful game that they call baseball.
Very sad day here at Yankee Stadium with the passing of Phil the Scooter Rizzuto. His number 10 is retired. No one will ever wear that again in Yankee history. And Phil Rizzuto passes early this morning at the age of 89. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball, along with Ken Singleton. I'm Michael Kay. Really a melange of emotions here at Yankee Stadium today. Someone passes away, and you mourn their passing. But Phil Rizzuto's life was a celebration of America, a guy who overcame all the odds to reach all of his hopes and dreams. And he was a member of the Yankee family, and if you're a Yankee fan, he was a member of your family. He came into your living rooms every single day.
Yeah, Michael, like you, I'm a native of New York, and I can remember Phil Rizzuto growing up, being on television, WPIX Channel 11. And, of course, it wasn't Yankee baseball without Phil Rizzuto. I'm a little older than you, and I can remember that call that he had of Roger Maris's home run in 1961, the one that broke Babe Ruth's record. And when he said, holy cow, he did it, it was fantastic.
Now let's throw it to the voice of Yankee Stadium, Mr. Bob Shepard, as we honor Phil Rizzuto at the stadium.
For the presentation of tonight's colors. And please direct your attention now to the area behind second base and welcome the Montclair Police Honor Guard from Montclair, New Jersey. They will present tonight's colors. Ladies and gentlemen, before the playing of tonight's anthem, let us pause for a moment of silent prayer as we remember Phil Rizzuto, a beloved Yankee who passed away last night. Phil was the 1950 American League MVP, a 7-time world champion, a Yankees broadcaster for 40 years, a Hall of Famer, a devoted husband to his wife Cora for 64 years, a loving father to his 4 children, Ann, Pat, Penny, and Scooter Jr. Scooter, we shall miss you. May God bless you, and may you rest in peace. And now, Robert Merrill's rendition of our national anthem.
The marquee outside Yankee Stadium mourns the passing of a charter member of the Yankee family, Phil Rizzuto, who passed away today at the age of 89. His number 10 is emblazoned in foul territory at first and third base, and Yankee shortstop Derek Jeter, as with all the Yankees, will wear number 10 on his left sleeve to honor the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto. Back here at Yankee Stadium, you know, if you look back at the life of Phil Rizzuto, it's a life of triumph. He was told he couldn't play. He played. Hall of Fame career. He was told he couldn't be a broadcaster. He broadcasted. Hall of Fame career. He was told he wasn't a Hall of Famer. He ended up being in the Hall of Fame. Speaking for myself, growing up in the Bronx, maybe 10 minutes from this ballpark, there were 4 male voices heard in my house. My father, Bill Rizzuto, Bill White, and Frank Messer. He was the soundtrack of my youth. So I remember him more as a broadcaster. I only read about him as a player. A special, special man, always smiling, always happy, always enjoying life.
Well, always a champion as well. 7 times he was on a World Series champion with the New York Yankees, and that was the type of a player he was. Great fielding shortstop, was the MVP in the 1950 season. That was in a special time of baseball here in New York. You had the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Giants, all 3 teams playing in the boroughs of New York City. And all 3 of them were very good teams. And Phil Rizzuto was a special player. He played little ball. He was a little man, played little ball, and played it to the max.
13 seasons with the Yankees, 40 in the broadcast booth. He won the MVP in 50. He finished second to Ted Williams in 49, 5-time All-Star, 7-time world champion. That's the thing he was most proud of. And he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1994. He broadcasted from 97 to 96, so he spanned different championship eras for sure. Before the game, we caught up with some Yankees to get their reflections on Phil Rizzuto, and we started off with his teammate and friend, Yogi Berra.
Oh, good teammate. You kidding? He could play shortstop, boy. And he got in the Hall of Fame, didn't he? And he was one heck of a guy. We were in the business together, bowling alley. We worked together in American shops. And we always pal around in St. Petersburg. When we had spring training, the kids were always together. We did a lot of things.
I agree with Yogi that Hall of Fame induction was pretty special to him. You know, Pee Wee had gotten in, and of course everybody was tied together here in New York. You had the outfielders and of course the shortstops, and but he was a kick. And the one memory I have, and he never let me forget it, we were playing in a golf tournament together, and I'm a high handicapper, and he was a pretty good golfer at the time, and they put me from the front tees, so he kept telling me I was hitting from the ladies' tees. He never forgot that. He may have forgotten a lot of things, but he never forgot that. But he always was upbeat, and the one thing he used to say when he used to come here, where's Jeter? Where's Jeter? Because, everything was last names, White and Seaver, and, and that's just the way he did his broadcasting. But he was a very, very special man. And I remember the last time I saw him here at the stadium, and they introduced him, and he didn't walk out. He wanted to jog out, and that was pretty memorable.
It's sad to say the least. I had a real good relationship with Mr. Rizzuto ever since day one when I came up in 1995. I was 20 years old. He went out of his way to be real positive, always say encouraging words, and it's someone that I always remember.
And we played a lot of jokes on him, on the train, Johnny Lindell used to put a lobster in his red bed, and he'd throw it away. And Pete Suter, when we threw the gloves on the field, he would put a mouse in his glove. And Phil would throw that, anything Phil saw with an insect, anything, he threw that glove up in the air so high. But we had a lot of fun on the trains. We played a lot of jokes and played the cards and everything. We had a lot of fun.
Did he say holy cow back then?
Yeah, he always did say that. He's always saying that. Heck, he still does that when I went to visit him. Holy cow, that's the first thing. And I'm going to miss him.
We all will, Yogi. We all will.
I invite you to direct your attention to the Diamond Vision screen in right center field for a video tribute to the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto.
of you have been there for the most wonderful lifetime that one man can possibly have. And I just want to say God bless all of you, and God bless this wonderful game that they call baseball. Thank you very much.
A beautiful tribute to Phil Rizzuto on the scoreboard out in right center field, and it's a somber feeling here at the stadium today. And that's a little kid who probably only heard about Phil Rizzuto, and he never got the opportunity and was never blessed with hearing Phil Rizzuto call the games, as many of us did. I'm sure his mom and dad heard Phil Rizzuto grew up. Back here at Yankee Stadium, top of the 4th inning, the Orioles lead the Yankees 5-0. New Yankee pitcher is Jim Brower, 5-5-1 for the O's, zeros across for the Yankees. This really, gentlemen, doesn't need any introduction. It's one of the most famous people in the world, Hall of Famer, member of the Yankee family, Yogi Berra. Yogi, good to see you. How you doing?
Thank you very much. All right.
I know this is a tough day for you, and I know that Phil was like a brother to you, right?
Oh, yeah, he sure was. When I got the word from Patty this morning, he passed away last night.
We'll talk to Yogi throughout the inning about some of the happy memories, because they had some great times together on those championship teams, and arguably one of the greatest teams of all time. They won 5 World Series in a row, which is not bad.
Not bad at all.
You know, Yogi, people always used to say it took him a long time to get into the Hall of Fame. And I know that as part of the Veterans Committee, you fought for a long time. But he was a great player.
He was a good player. My God, he did everything right. He was a good fielder. He could bunt. You know, in 1964, when I got the manager's job, I made him come down and bunt for me, you know, get the guys out of lunch. He said, I'm not supposed to be down here. He said, you're going to stay here.
Bunting is sort of a lost art.
Well, it is now, but Phil was a great bunter. My gosh, he could lay it down. It's a funny way he bunted, too. He got it down.
Now, I always remembered him talking in the broadcast that he wanted to teach the Yankees how to bunt. Could he teach them how to bunt? Could they bunt like him?
Well, I don't know if they could teach it like he did it, but I think he does pretty good, you know.
What are you guys doing here, Yogi? Did you work for a clothing company?
Oh, yeah, American Shops.
And what did you guys do? You actually worked during the winter?
During the winter, we worked at American Shops, and we had a lot of fun. And also, we had the bowling alley.
Now, where was the bowling alley?
That was in Nutley.
And did it do well?
Yeah, it did very well. We were real good. We got it in at the right time.
Right.
And we sold it at the right time.
Looked like you guys are sharp dressers, too.
Oh, yeah, we did pretty good. It was a lot of fun.
Now, were you guys clothing salesmen during that time? I mean, did you work for the company?
Well, we tried to sell clothes. but we had a lot of fun. My gosh, you know, he's my son's
Godfather.
Godfather, and I hope we find out when the funeral is. I hope Patty called my wife tonight and to find out when the funeral is.
Now, talk to me, Yogi, about 56 when they let him go at the end of August. I know that really upset him. It was right before he became a broadcaster, and they let him go to make room for Enos Slaughter. How upset was he?
Well, he was a little upset there, you know. We hate to see him go as far as that goes. We got for Enos Slaughter, and well, it might have been the best thing, though. Look, he'd become a heck of a broadcaster.
That's right.
Not bad.
That's right.
40 years.
40 years.
That's a pretty steady job.
Now, they said, Ted Williams once said that if Phil Rizzuto had been the shortstop for the Red Sox, they would have won all those championships.
Probably would.
Really?
I tell you, Phil was a knack getting double play balls. You know, how he got out of the way of not getting hit and everything. He was good. He get rid of that ball real quick, and I tell you, just get you at the right time.
Another stolen base for Roberts, as Brower didn't pay any attention.
He didn't pay attention the first time when he stole second. He didn't pay attention this time as Roberts gets that running lead, and he's gone. He's among the best base stealers in the league. You really got to check him.
Yeah, boy.
Yogi, in the old days, the teams used to travel by train, and that's where you could really form some great friendships.
Oh, we did. We had a lot of fun on the trains, you know. Like I said before, we had the little press conference.
There's a deep drive to center field. Melky back, still back, still back. And he makes the play. What a play. The runner tags, he will score, but Patterson is robbed of an extra base hit as the Orioles lead 6-0. Pretty nice play.
Not bad. He's pretty good outfielder, I'll tell you that.
He can really throw, too.
Yeah.
But still, that runner should not have been at third base.
That happens, you know, exactly.
Here's Patterson, and here's Melky on the run and over the shoulder catch and hauls it in. Look at the concentration. Following the ball. He's getting near the wall, but he reaches out and makes a tremendous play.
Now, Yogi, was Phil as afraid of mice and bugs as we've heard?
Was, yes.
Really, truly.
They used to play jokes on Pete Suter of Philadelphia. He used to put a mouse in his glove. You know, he used to throw the gloves on the field.
At the end of the inning.
Yeah, and he'd throw it up in the air. He was scared of anything. No kidding. And when we were on a train, Johnny Lindell used to put a lobster in his bunk.
They actually had sleepers where yeah, okay.
And he put a lobster in it. He wouldn't go in there.
Oh my goodness.
Markakis serves it the other way. We're talking with Yogi Berra about the passing of Phil Rizzuto early this morning at the age of 89.
Right.
Now let me ask you this, Yogi. A few people know, and I was talking about it because you've told me off the air, you used to visit Phil all the time in the assisted living facility. Now, you played bingo with him at all?
No, we played bingo a lot, and we had a little vodka together.
Yeah?
You know.
Now, did he still follow the Yankees?
Oh, yeah, he watches the game.
Every game, huh?
When I go up to recognize him, oh, Yogi, you're here again, huh? So, we watch the game. We watch movies. If it was, like in the day game, you know, if it was a day game, he watched the game.
Right.
If it was not, we watch a movie, and he'll get a little tired and fall asleep. And that's the time to leave.
You know, that could have been the vodka, Yogi.
No, he didn't have that till happy hour.
Just like the rest of us.
No, but he was great. You know, we had a lot of dinners together. We had fun. Cora and Carm got along good, and it was great. Heck.
You know, you mentioned the wives, and that's very important too, because baseball, when you're on the baseball team, it includes the whole family.
That's right.
And you know, if the wives get along, it's even better. It makes things even smoother for the players.
Well, we lived in Paso Grill in St. Pete. Our kids were together and everything. It was great. They played golf a lot. They did everything.
Yogi, tell me about his MVP year in 1950. How good was he that year? I think he hit 324.
He beat me out of it.
Yeah?
Oh, no.
That would have been your fourth.
Yeah.
Well, at least you lost to a good friend.
I come in second.
Uh-huh.
And then I won.